3, 2, 1. Hi everyone. Alright, I've waited way too long, I've wasted way too many attempts trying to figure out this boss and what I'm always doing wrong, but I finally found a strategy that works, and all I need to do is not mess this one up. Alright, so let's check out the team. Now, I'm not gonna use this Tifa friend. I will go through with the actual team I am using in just a moment. But let's first of all check out the team and how I geared them. So first of all, we have Faisy. Important note here, you do not need Faisy for this fight. If you have Lucas, that is a limited unit I believe, even his 6-star is enough for this fight. And Lucas is a little bit beneficial because he imbues fire and wind to the team. So it makes gearing or having the proper friend units a little bit easier, but still everyone needs at least 10% earth resist. I geared Faisy's shift form, but it doesn't matter much because I'm exclusively using her brave shift, because her brave shift has the ability to boost fire, ice, earth and dark by 90%, which is why you only need 10% earth. The strategy also revolves around killing Shiva first, which means we will be left with Golem, who is noticeably easier to kill. This is the gear Faisy is wearing. Now you need to make sure to have at least 210 ice and 210 dark resist. The rest is being covered by Faisy's 90% buff, so you need 300% in total after buffs on ice and dark. Okay, so this is the gearing she has, and these are the abilities. Now, as you can see, this is a fair lot of STMRs and her own TMR, as well as I'm using her own vision card, which is not level 10, which is a level 10, it's just more SPR, but yeah, I mean, more SPR is appreciated. I would be close to 3k then. It really doesn't matter though. She won't take a single point of damage throughout the fight because she resists it all anyway. So she could technically have 0 SPR, she would still take 0 damage, because this is more of an elemental Tetris than anything else, really. Okay, let's move on to Vaan. He's our passive provoke evasion tank. It's super important that at least he is immune to charm and all the other stuff, resistances. And I gave him super ribbon, which also adds immunities to stop and charm, because Shiva starts off the fight with a charm attack. These are his abilities. Again, fair amount of STMRs with Heroes of Earth. Oh no, I believe this is a TMR, but Duty of the World is Lunafreya's STMR. And he has 210 stone or earth resist because he constantly gets dispelled. I found out that I technically don't need as much, but I went the safe route here. Now let's move on to Lunafreya. I gave her Judgment Staff, and the reason is she will be the one to dispel the bosses so we can deal damage. You will see during the turn or during the fight how that works. It's quite handy, and Lunafreya won't do much during the fight. She's always going to be the mana battery because nobody takes damage other than Vaan as soon as Golem is left, and even then we don't need to heal Vaan technically, because Golem on itself will never kill Vaan, because the gravity attack will always deal a fixed amount of damage or percentile of his HP. Okay, this is the gear she's using. She's also wearing Hairpin of Purity, and those are the abilities. As you can see, nothing too serious. I'm using Grim Brilliance. It's a super good, I believe, STMR from Sakura, Grimlord Sakura. It provides 50% SPR if you're single wielding, and that applies to Lunafreya, of course. So she's quite well geared as well. And she also has 10% or more earth resistance. Next up is Cloud. He has 20% as well. This is the gear he's using. Now, as you can see, I gave him Protect Ring. I could have technically put him on Kokurayo and he would have been safe. But I needed more human killers because killing Shiva got inconsistent for me on Tifa, so I just gave him more human killer. Fair warning, I'm using two Esther STMRs. One is on Cloud, the other one is on Tifa. And you will see that my killers are quite high. 300% human killer, 175 stone killer, and Tifa is even better off. She's the real kicker of this fight, trust me. Those are the abilities Cloud has, and he's using his own vision card. That's a rare occasion, because his vision card is usually on someone else. I didn't gear his Brave Shift, I'm never using it. Okay, let's move on to Tifa. Her base form, nothing too serious, just made sure she has 70%. She will stay in her base form for the majority of the fight. She will only switch or swap into her Brave Shift for the kills. Well, nothing too surprising here, right? What is noticeable, I gave her 10,000 needles, because every time we remove imperils from us, we need to have a secondary means of Mirage, and that is 10,000 needles for us. And Tifa has off turns where she doesn't have to do anything, literally. She's also on Winged Heart for the necessary status resistances. Alright, so those are her abilities. She's also using the vision card from Elena. Now, her Brave Shift is quite awesome, I would say. So this is the gear. It's a lot of STMRs. It's 5 out of 6 here are STMRs, as you can see. Not too cheap, not too cheap. I'm gonna admit that. It also applies to the ability side of things. So I am using Madame Adele's. I don't have Madame Adele, but the Trustmaster Moguls came from the raid event. I'm using Weapon Specialist for Human and Stone Killer, right? Yeah, Human and Stone Killer. It's a super good STMR from the original Firion, 7-star Firion. And yeah, Tifa has 275% Human Killer, 300% Stone Killer, and 300% Limit Burst. This is pretty much as good as it gets. Now, I could have used Grand Star instead of Seraph Kump, and I would have 300% Human Killer as well. But at this point in time, it's good as it gets, pretty much. And I don't want to gimp her damage anymore by putting on 25% more Human Killer. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, that is the team. And what this team resolves around pretty much is that you are supposed, or if you're choosing this team, there's two things to keep in mind. If you do not have a friend or a rain friend, because I'll be doing this strat with a rain friend, and you will see in the next video, or not next video, but you will see on the kill turn or kill attempt that I'm using Minerva's Rain. And the reason is Rain, Neovision's Rain, has his ability Blaze Saber, which imbues himself and a friendly unit with fire. So I'll be imbuing Faisy, Cloud, and Tifa with fire, and thus pretty much forgo one of the mechanics. Now you could, if you don't have a Neovision Rain friend, there's a different opportunity to still use Vaan properly, and that is to equip fire weapons. So you could use Inferno Saber on Cloud or any fire weapon, and on Tifa, on her usual form, you could equip a Craftsman's Secret Book, which has a nice side effect because she self-imbues herself with either fire, wind, which is the second weakness of the bosses. It's the weakness of Golem, or earth, but we're not using earth anyway. Fire is for Shiva and wind is for Golem. So that is possible as well, and it's a perfectly good strategy too if you do not have a Neo Vision Rain friend. And you're a little bit more flexible on the friend side of things, but you have to have friends that are using, if they are choosing Tifa, for example, as well, they need to have at least a fire weapon or secret crafts book as well. But yeah, this is the team, and I'll be showing you the kill attempt with Minerva's Neo Vision Rain friend as well soon hereafter. Okay, so let's wait for a moment and you'll see the kill attempt. Alright, let's do this. So Minerva built me a decent, or good I should say, Rain. Yes, 150 stone and human killer, which is fairly sufficient for this one. What's Gothic Amulet, by the way? Oops. Let's check real quick. Oh. Cool. First time seeing this, I assume STMR? Okay, I'm gonna check this later what this item is. But anyway, so his Rain is good. Oh, let me check how much mana he has. 628. Did he equip his Brave Shift? Yeah, he did. Okay, good. We can work with that. That is more than enough, and we should get a kill. So let's do this. Alright. So first of all, the boss will preemptive strike with charm, but Vaan is immune to that. Faisy is going to shift and use Rip Current as well as Heated Beach Volleyball. Vaan will triple, Jade Parry, Full Breakdown, and True Fire Killers. Lunafreya will double. She is going to Light of Purity, Light of 8. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna start right off the bat with Light of 8 and Trident of the Oracle, but that comes last. The Rain friend will Blaze Saber on Faisy, Blaze Saber on Cloud, and on Tifa. So every DPS on my team, including Faisy, is imbued with fire, because the ability itself also imbues rain. Cloud will ignition and focus thrust. Tifa will limit hot fever. Whoops, that is wrong. Let's go back. Limit hot fever, meteor crusher twice. And let's go. And let's have Lunafreya recover some MP. Okay, so next turn we will start dealing some damage. And we're killing Shiva first. Alright, so Lunafreya dispels the bosses. Vaan will limit. Yeah, he's gonna limit burst. Faisy is going to double Midsummer Radiance. Cloud will triple Focus Thrust 3 times. Tifa's gonna Meteor Crusher 3 times. And the Rain friend will Rising Saber, Rising Saber, Rising Saber. And let's start with Rain, because he also amplifies fire magic, and we want that before we do anything else. Alright, and let's go. The best I've seen yet, before I completely botched the attempt, was 75%. Which Minerva's Rain also does. Nice. So, I guess when I'm going for the kill turn, or prepare for the kill turn, I shouldn't go overboard. But anyway, the bosses are now immune to damage for 1 turn. And I do want to get rid of all the debuffs, because we also have a stat debuff which lowers attack and magic. Let's get rid of it. So Lunafreya uses Light of Restoration, and we will use Light of 8. Now, since we also dispelled our Mirage, that's where Tifa comes in with 10,000 needles. She will reapply Mirage to the team. Rain has to re-imbue everyone. Funnily enough, the Fire Amplifier is still active. That one is undispellable, luckily. But it also doesn't matter, it's on his main attack anyway. Faisy has to reapply Rip Current and Heated Beach Volleyball. Vaan will double True Fire Achilles and Full Breakdown. Now, if you didn't know, True Fire Achilles also applies a 130 Fire Imperil, so we're Gucci. And Cloud will just guard. Right, so the bosses repeat their actions, none of them matter to us. Vaan, however, did get zombified, so we are absolutely not allowed to heal him anymore. Technically, it doesn't matter for the fight, but we will get rid of it sometime later. Alright, now Faisy is going to Midsummer Radiance. Cloud will triple Focus Thrust 3 times. Tifa will shift, triple, Meteor Crusher only once, Awakened Fighting Spirit, Zangan style defense. Now I'm doing this on purpose because I don't want to reach 50%. And I'm also gonna use Rising Saber twice and Prominent Saber at the end. So we should not push the threshold. Yeah, we should be good. Now I'm just too anxious to reach the threshold at this point, so let's just use Awakened Fighting Spirit on Tifa. Lunafreya, the reason why I'm doing this, I failed this one way too many times. This is my 27th or 28th attempt at this boss, and it's always been the same. I underestimate the damage of my team, and suddenly I find myself in a position where I'm dropping below 50, and on the 6th turn, Shiva would pretty much demolish my team. So yeah, let's not do the same mistake again. Alright, Vaan's gonna True Fire Achilles and Full Breakdown. Let's have Lunafreya Dispel. Vaan reapplies the debuffs. And let's have the DPSs go. And we should be safe, absolutely safe this time. Okay, 63%. It's a little bit lowish though. High-ish, but we should still be able to one-shot the boss from here. Alright, Tifa's going to cap, Faisy, Midsummer Radiance twice, Cloud, Focus Thrust 3 times, Rain is going to Rising Saber 3 times, Lunafreya dispels, Vaan has to use Jade Parry, so triple, Jade Parry, Full Breakdown, True Fire Achilles. Okay, Dispel first, Jade Parry, etc, etc. And let's have everyone go. Wait for the chain to build. And Tifa caps. Perfect. That is a kill on Shiva. Phew. Alright. Now the real fight begins. So Vaan will take hits from now on, but those hits should technically never kill him. Alright. Now, let's check. Are we imperiled in some kind of form? Nope. Faisy has to reapply cover and resistances. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill off Vaan and re-raise him. So Vaan's gonna die and Vaan's gonna get resurrected. No, that is a stupid idea. I can't because I already used Faisy. So let's not. Okay, so how am I gonna do this then? It doesn't matter. Let's have Lunafreya Light of 8 and Trident Oracle. Vaan, 3 turns until Jade Parry, that is fine. He will just true. Nah, he will just double. No, he has to true Pyroclasm. Right. Okay. Cloud will triple Focus Thrust 3 times. Tifa will triple Meteor Crusher 3 times. How are we looking at the imbue side? 2 turns, okay. And Rain is going to Rising Saber 3 times. Alright, let's go. Deal some damage. Let's see how we're looking. Okay, so we pushed the first threshold. Now we need to dispel the team. Because we are imperiled very highly to Earth. But that's okay. So, Light of Restoration. And let's use Light of 8. And since we dispelled ourselves, let's check on the Jade Parry timer, 2 more turns, which means 10,000 needles. Faisy is going to reapply cover and heated beach volleyball. Cloud will do nothing. Rain will reapply imbues. Faisy, Cloud, Tifa. Cloud will use an Esper, and Vaan will double full breakdown and true fire Achilles. Let's go. Okay. So the boss will hit Vaan again. All good, no damage taken whatsoever. Alright. Let's have Faisy, I mean. Let's check on the things over here. 3 turns cover, 2 turns resistances. So let's deal some damage. Midsummer Radiance. Oh no, let's get rid of Zombie, because that one is super annoying. Let's kill off Vaan. Let's re-raise Vaan. Right? Right. Let's do this. So Vaan's dead and Vaan's alive. RIP. Let's use Current. Let's use Heated Volleyball. Technically, since Vaan is dodging all the time, I wouldn't need to reapply 10,000 needles, but I'm just gonna do it anyway to be absolutely safe here. And let's have Cloud and Rain deal some damage. Okay. Now we won't push another threshold, so it's absolutely fine. Okay, Vaan got hit, that's fine. He will always get hit hard on the first one and then substantially less with following turns. Alright, let's now really deal some damage. Midsummer Radiance, triple, ignition, focus thrust, triple, hot fever, meteor crusher. How are we looking on imbues? 3 more turns, perfect. Let's use Rising Saber 3 times, because we are very likely going to push a threshold right now. We don't have Mirage, right? Yeah, we don't. But Vaan should be ready. Yes. Jade Parry. Fire Achilles and full breakdown. Implying the fire imperil right now is quite bad, but it's okay. Alright, now Lunafreya will she's gonna Light of 8 for Vaan and Light of Peace. Alright, let's have the DPS, let's go. So very likely to push a threshold. Yeah, we should. I believe 60% is the threshold. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we are imperiled again. Let's have Lunafreya dispel the team, Light of Restoration. And let's use Trident Oracle. Tifa is going to use 10,000 needles. Faisy will cover and heated beach volleyball. Vaan will True Fire Achilles. Full breakdown. Cloud will triple focused. Cloud will do nothing actually. Let's check the imbues. Oh, we need to re-imbue. We just dispelled. My bad. Faisy, Cloud, Tifa, and Cloud will just guard, right? Because I just used ignition. Okay. And let's have the boss repeat his rotation pretty much. Nothing should happen to the team. Okay. Good. And let's repeat. We'll go in for the kill now. So Tifa is going to prepare herself. Let's use Light of Peace and Light of 8. Faisy, let's check Faisy's cover and resistances. 3 turns cover, 2 turns resistances. Okay. She will Midsummer Radiance. Vaan will, let's check Jade Parry, 2 turns, perfect. So Vaan's gonna LB. Let me make sure that the next threshold is not at 40% because that'd be very unfortunate. Where are we at? Nemesis. I'm checking on the wiki right now. So it's 30% for Shiva, 40% for Golem. Okay, let's be super careful then not to mess this one up. So focus thrust 3 times. And Rain's gonna use Rising Saber 3 times. So, Vaan goes first nonetheless. That won't change. I will only cast Cloud, Rain and Faisy. And wait with Tifa to see whether we will cross the threshold. Okay, we did not. That is good. So we can shift and awaken Fighting Spirit. All right. Now, Faisy pretty much repeats. Let's make sure covers and resistances are fine. They are. Cloud will triple, focus thrust 3 times. Rain will saber, rising saber 3 times, prominent saber. Tifa will cap. Lunafreya is going to benevolence, light of peace. Does the boss have any mitigation? No. Let's check Vaan. Jade Parry timer is still good. Everyone has Mirage, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's hopefully kill the boss, or if we don't, we kill him on the next turn. And Tifa caps. And he's dead. Perfect. It finally worked. 27 attempts later. Thank you very much, Minerva, for the rain friend. I finally didn't mess it up for once. This took way too long. But the strategy is super safe unless you're as stupid as me and botch this one. So we should have all the missions. Yeah, finally. No items, Esper. and within 20 turns, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So thank you very much again, Minerva, and that pretty much concludes this fight. Goodbye.